Well, it turns out that Prince Harry is considering relinquishing his royal title after the Platinum Jubilee treatment. Or is he? Or at least just the Sussex title anyway. Well, no one calls him the Duke of Sussex. He is known worldwide everywhere as Prince Harry. And for that matter, no one calls Meghan the Duchess. Only Meghan calls herself the Duchess. Everyone says Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So what if he renounces the Duke of Sussex title? He's still Prince Harry. Mike Tyndall called Harry a B end after the Queen's Platinum Jubilee party. Oh, now we're getting more information on this. Apparently, the royals are really sick and tired of this constant nonsense and complaining and slander by Harry and Meghan. This needs further investigation. What did Mike Tyndall call Harry? It means someone who can be very annoying at times. It also is slang for the head of a man's pea, very similar to calling someone a D head. Mike Tyndall reacting like this did not come out of nowhere. This is a boiling pot, and Mike is the messenger. So Piers Morgan compares Amber Heard to Meghan Markle, unfavorably, of course. As we know, Amber Heard lost her $15 million defamation suit to Johnny Depp for untruthfully slandering Johnny by calling him an abusive wife beater. Depp was canceled and lost all future earnings and was canceled even from current acting roles he was playing. Piers said, "The longer Amber Heard talks, the more she whines, the more she plays the victim, and the more she tries to blame everybody but herself. As with Meghan Markle, the less I believe her. I just find her a really incredible, or rather uncredible, witness." As we know, all Meghan does is throw stones at the royal family. She has not been shown to have any other substantial talents. I'm wondering, will there be a second Oprah interview? I personally have difficulty believing that Oprah wants a second interview. Oprah was the queen of daytime TV. Everyone who came after her, Maury Povich, Jerry Springer, Dr. Phil, Sally Jesse Raphael, and countless others, they were all just copying the queen, Oprah. The 17 mistruths of the first Oprah interview had to damage Oprah's credibility. We'll ask, but my common sense tells me that she doesn't want to do another deceitful dance of unsubstantiated allegations without a more thorough vetting this time around. And in my reading about Harry's book publisher, because they're not letting him publish the book yet, the publisher is worried about unsubstantiated allegations blowing up in their face if they publish without thorough vetting. So Oprah needs to worry about her reputation in Hollywood, which maybe it's easier. They give you a pass on everything in Hollywood. Again, the comparison between Amber Heard, who lost her defamation lawsuit, and Meghan Markle is particularly apt at this time. There's also the rumor that discussions are afoot to remove Archie and Lily from the line of succession after the Queen's death. This will occur after the Queen's death as part of Charles' slimming down of the monarchy, and it will not take away from the glory of the Queen's accomplishments now being celebrated in the Jubilee. This seems like a very reasonable idea since the royal family literally has no evidence that these children exist or that they were born of Meghan's body as required, since I'm absolutely 100% sure they're surrogate children. And if Harry and Meghan are stripped of their titles, this will also take care of Archie and Lily. Archie and Lily are just a disaster waiting to blow up in the royals' faces. So let's explore this. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the many folks who help me with these readings and give me ideas, and I'll definitely name you in a future video because there's a whole bunch of people who help me out on the regular, with content and ideas and such. And so I'll write those names down and I'll shout those out at some point. So Harry is proactively considering relinquishing his royal title after the Jubilee. I think he's, he knows how upset the royals are, and it's just the Sussex title, and it just sounds like pure PR. So what's really going on there? Is he, is he really thinking about this, or is he just trying not to get slammed and have his prince title taken away? Because that's the only real title is prince. What's going on with this? Manifesting, cutting, decisions. Reacting. So the outcome is reaction. He's reacting to what's happening. Here we have a change card, and this most closely mirrors Jack of Clubs. So he's had to make a decision, and he's reacting to what he sees happening around him, and he's trying to manifest a result, and he's trying to, it looks like they want to cut his titles off. So let's read it. Strength, the rooted family unit, hamster wheel, working very hard and working everything together, Trinity, to stay in the family unit, 24, 6 spades, selfishly. Or even though he has six spades is a bad relationship, even though he currently has a very bad relationship with his family, the royal family. So, yeah, then they are thinking of cutting him off completely. And he's taking actions, 3 clubs, to manifest this not happening. And he's like, okay, like if a boat is sinking, you start throwing heavy things off. And sailors would even throw the cargo off to keep the boat afloat. And they would just start, cutting the mast just to keep the boat afloat on the water in a big storm. And so it looks to me like Harry is like, ooh, I'm going to lose something. I may as well lose something of lesser value to me, which is the Sussex title. He doesn't care about the Duke of Sussex title. Although, remember, not long ago, he was saying everybody should just call him the Duke. Not the Duke of Sussex, just the Duke. And that didn't stick. And everyone still just calls him Prince Harry. He's known as Prince Harry. And I think even if they took away his title, he would forever be known as the former Prince Harry. Like Prince, the artist, was, he turned his name into a symbol. That's a very creative idea that didn't really work out. And everybody would call Prince the artist formerly known as Prince, because nobody could understand how to talk about that symbol orally. Okay, man. So this Harry in actions, cutting and reacting. So he's under the gun. He realizes after this disastrous Jubilee appearances that he's under the gun, and they're really thinking of cutting him out of the royal family. So it's all kind of a sham. He's offering a sacrifice. It's PR to offer a sacrifice. I don't think he wants to lose anything, including the Duke of Sussex title. But if he's going to lose something, he's offering in advance that he'll sacrifice the Duke of Sussex title, because it doesn't really matter. All right, so we have Mike Tyndall calling Harry a B-end. Okay, and I don't know if I could say that word. And basically that's like a D-head in the American slang. I just think that the royals they've just had it like up to the eyeballs with this nonsense, and it just never ends, and it always gets worse, and every time they see him and Meghan, it's just worse every time. It never gets better. It's never a joyous occasion. It's always like, oh, what are they doing now? And this time they're recording. Nobody is seeing these children. They're not on the plane. They're not in the cars. When Meghan opens her window and hangs her head out so everybody can see her, because she's so concerned about security that she's going to stick her head out the window. So let's look at the royals and Harry
let's take the temperature on the royals' attitude towards Harry, royals and Harry at this time. Royals. Oh. Harry. Oh, cut the drama, baby. Aces, straight razor and cup overflowing. Cut the drama. Wow, it's all under the surface. All right, so this is the royals, and this is Harry. He wants a good situation with the royal family. He wants a good situation with the royal family. 29, 8 hearts. He wants to turn this around. That's so weird because, Harry, you're not turning it around. He wants to turn the situation around. The royals, they're taking the high road. Angel, inheritance, 10 diamonds is the royal family card. Very established money, son. They just want 22. They want a good reputation. They want to be viewed as very good. And Harry wants the situation to improve. And here it says, cut the drama. Cut all this nonsense, this constant circus of nonsense that follows Meghan everywhere she goes. So what do we have in the underlying? Disaster, full stop and blocked. Wow. And cutting them out going forward. So these cards here are saying the royals are really very seriously considering cutting Harry and Meghan and the kids out of the royal family because this has just gone on too long. And I find it very interesting that Harry is all about, he wants a good relationship with the royals and he wants to turn this around. That's exactly the opposite of what's happening. And it's just getting to the point that the royals have had enough. And so we have Mike Tyndall saying Harry's a B-end. Now we also have the rumor resurfacing of an Oprah second interview. I am very skeptical. I don't think Oprah wants to do this. I think Meghan wants to do this, but Meghan thought that going to Uvalde, Texas was a great idea. And from this second reading, with Harry and his family, Harry really wants to patch things up, and boy, oh boy, did that go wrong. So was that Meghan really creating this circus of drama? She seems to drive a lot of drama around her. She's just a chaotic person. And when people are not mentally well, they create chaos in their lives, even if they can look like they're holding it together. Half of their life has to be just chaos and violence and just craziness. And that's what Meghan constantly looks like to me. And that's not what Harry looked like before Meghan. So either they hit it very, very well from the public, and we do have his old girlfriends coming out and saying that he was very confused and etc. But I don't think he was the level of chaos that Meghan is. So let's look at Oprah and Harry and Meghan. Is she really looking at doing a second Oprah interview? Because I can see Meghan contacting Oprah and begging, oh, we got new stuff. But Oprah would be like, yeah, I'm just leaving you on red, Meghan. So Oprah and Meghan and Harry. Oprah, finger of God. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Meghan and Harry. So, am I seeing a second Oprah interview? Yes. Outside intervention. Direct outside intervention. 29, 8 hearts, renewal happening again. Yes, I am. Okay, there are people beyond Oprah who are saying, we would really like to see this. Okay, so, yeah, Oprah is looking at it, and I don't feel that it's Oprah's decision. It's above Oprah. So Oprah is kind of like a corporation. She's the face of that corporation. But there's other people more powerful than Oprah who can push Oprah around, apparently. Harry and Meghan, big change for the best. Or they're trying to win the hearts of the world through their words. Yeah, so they see this for four, which is Ace of Spades. They see this as another opportunity to win the public to their side and to change the ever-growing, worsening, public opinion of them. Scourge and so on. They just keep over and over and over. Scourge just hits that spot over and over and over. They're just trying to, over and over and over, they just keep exposing things. So, yes, I do see a second Oprah interview in the works. I'm a little surprised. Are the royals discussing removing Archie and Lily from the line of succession after the Queen's death? Is this a point of discussion? Because they can discuss, I don't know, anything. I mean, it doesn't mean it's that serious. Are the royals discussing removing Archie and Lily from the line of succession? Because that's a disaster. They are surrogate children. If you leave them in, it's a disaster. They're surrogate children, all kinds of, in the future, these things are going to be exposed, and it's a big scoop, and it brings shame to the royals. So are they looking at removing Archie and Lily? Snake reacting. There's a lot of stuff going on underneath and a lot of emotions. Emotions are really running high. 10 hearts is the card of an overflow of emotion, cup of overflowing. They're reacting to this overflow of emotion and all, 22, 27, cross. Yeah, they right on the surface, Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lily are just really, really bad for the royal family. And they're just nothing but problems and trouble. Here, this is public perception, secrets in the family, and cutting problems going forward for public perception, in front of all the people, and secrets. So, yeah, they are definitely considering cutting Archie and Lily out of the line of succession. But they're trying, the whole point is they're trying to stop this constant slander of the family. And if the best way is to cut them out, then they'll cut them out. But if that could only make it worse. So they're really trying to see what the right move is to cut all these expose after expose after expose. So right now, right here on the table, we have Harry trying to publish a new expose book, and Meghan and Harry are going to do another Oprah interview, another expose. It just never ends. It just never ends. So I think if cutting Archie and Lily out of the line of succession kind of puts a stop to this, then they want to do this. So what did we have today? Harry considering relinquishing his royal title. He's trying to get ahead of the curve before the royals can just cut him as a prince altogether. He doesn't want to renounce the Sussex title, the Duke of Sussex title. Mike Tyndall calls Harry a B-end. Enough is enough, okay, of Harry and Meghan. They've really had enough. Harry, interestingly, wants to turn it around. So if he really wants to turn it around, why is it going so bad? Well, there's another person in this equation that person is Meghan Markle. Are they looking at another Oprah interview? Yes, because people outside of Oprah are kind of pushing Oprah, which is interesting. So, and they are looking at removing Archie and Lily from the line of succession. Interesting. There's a lot of subtleties in here worth looking at again. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.